Welcome to this week's Garden Rambles. Well, today I'm at a garden with a difference. It's a garden that shows some of the amazing talents of Sharon Langton, who can make beautiful pictures and artworks for your garden, for brightening up walls, brightening up various little areas on corrugated iron and various other printing techniques. So we're going to go and catch up with Sharon, have a look at some of the things that they're doing at this amazing little printing place, we'll call it that for the moment, sign place, and find out a bit more about what she can do to help make your garden a way more exciting and brighter place. Hey there Sharon, how's it going?
Good morning, Mike.
Yes. A little bit of rain you turned on for us.
Well, it was fine this morning.
Yeah.
It's just not so good now for you.
Yeah. Amazing, though, art gallery, walking up your drive, all those beautiful pictures all mounted on the corrugated iron. When did you start doing those sort of pictures?
Probably about 8 years ago now. I saw painting on corrugated iron, and I can't paint, but I can take photographs. And we've got the gear in here to print the photographs onto a vinyl that's okay for being outside. So it just kind of all started from there, and the fences got fuller and fuller and fuller, and I had to make more fences.
Well that's all gardeners have that problem. They've got to have a bit more fence, a bit more expand out.
Yep.
Abstract signs, tell me about the starting of abstract signs.
How we started, we swapped a little sign writing machine about that big with somebody and just started playing with that and really enjoyed it. So we thought, hey, let's take a bit of a life turn here and have a sign writing business. So from a small machine that big, if you pan the workshop later, you'll be able to see all the gear that we've invested in over the years. The end of this week is the end of our 10th year in business, and we've invested heavily back in our business so that we have the gear, and now we've actually got all that we need, I'm pretty sure, and we can actually start spending
There's got to be
ourselves.
something else coming up. The range of setups that you are creating signs for, because we've got the corrugated iron pictures, but what's the range of work that you do?
Oh God, we get lots of people ring up and go, we've got a really unusual request, and I said, well, I haven't really had one that's too unusual at the moment. Yes. We do get lots of different stuff, so we do signboards, we've got the big printers, so we can print all sorts of coloured graphics. The longest sign we've done in a full print job is 6 metres, and that wrapped around a whole trailer for the beach hop.
Oh gosh, yeah.
We've done huge big signs on buildings. We've got a CNC router, which we cut signs out of, which we also do the art shapes out of as well.
Look at those.
We make the fretwork, this sort of stuff for your houses and that. And we've even built a helicopter on our CNC machine. A guy wanted one of those little balsa wood ones made large enough for his nieces and nephews to fit in. So that was quite a mission, but we've built a helicopter on our CNC router. We've got heat presses for branding clothing. Smallest thing we've done is a G-string. Largest thing is a horse cover. So a bit of a contrast there.
I was going to say, can we meet the person that had the printed G-string?
No, it was a bit of a fiddly job to work on. We've got a huge big Xerox machine, so we do business cards, flyers, invites, no carbon copy docket books. God, there's so much here that we do. The machines, we always try and think, what can they do that other people haven't thought of? We don't limit ourselves to be a sign writer just because it says abstract signs. Our new byline is more than you'd expect, because we try and do as much as possible, look at new ways of doing things, and just give people a variety to choose from.
It's an amazing movement, isn't it, from a person with a set of paints sketching on a board and putting up a sign. The potentials are so great, just that computer, and but the same time, you still got to be creative.
You do, because all the artwork now is done on the computer, so you still design it in the computer rather than trying to paint it, which I can't do. So yeah, we've got a lot of computers that are networked all together, so all the design work is done on one computer and then it's linked to the computer that it needs to go to, whether it's a print job or whether it's a cut job or whether it goes over to the router over in the other shed.
Yeah. Right, so you central headquarters and then sheds in all directions.
Yeah, there are. You know, you can never have enough sheds. When we have guys come in here, their mouths drop a bit when they see the sheds we've got. And of course, our security system on them is a couple of hungry Rottweilers. So, yeah, but you know, you can never have enough space. You always run out of space, and it's good working from home because, you know, you can come out here at night and do work and then just walk inside and hope your tea's ready. Which it normally is.
Yes. Yeah. Now, you mentioned, you know, part of it was an extension of your interest in photography. And so, again, I imagine, though, it's composition and all of those tricks of the trade. It's not just the gadgets.
No, it's not the gadgets. You still do have to know what you've got to point the camera at. I started Camera Club many years ago and I was only taking photos of my kids because they were cute then. And then you see all the other things people take photos of, and of course when you bring the digital world in where you don't have to print everything and it doesn't cost you so much, you can take a lot more photos and have a bit of a play with what you're doing with the photos, and you just print what you need. So it opened up my world quite a bit with the digital side of it. And then, of course, we have a lot of tour groups come through here for the artwork side of it. We have women's institutes, churches, car clubs, over 60s groups. We have quite a few tours through here, and they are a mix of men and women. So, of course, we have to have photos that suit the men as well, not just flowers and lovely stuff for the ladies. So I do like also rundown buildings and trucks and old cars and anything that's rotting and rusting and you know, sheds that are falling apart and have a bit of character.
Yes. Now, I noticed that coming up, and but locations of some of those things remain secret, do they?
No, well, a lot of the photography is taken around Taranaki, and there's a few that aren't. But, you know, I'm hoping to get out more and more on the motorbike and just cruise around and go up and down all those dead-end streets around Taranaki and look for the different shots and get further afield. Because we have a lot of requests, obviously, for the mountain, but I do need more photos than that. And, of course, people want their side of the mountain.
Yeah.
So I've got to get out and get around the mountain a lot more times and get more of the other sides, not just mostly Stratford, even though Stratford's the nice side.
Yes. Well, somebody wants to have a print made and mounted on either the iron or some of the other. We'll have a look close up at one or two of your other types of mountings. Can they just send you a photo? What sort of form do you want?
Yeah, they do. We either get it sent to us by email, but it just needs to be sent in the original size, not downsized for email. So we get a lot of people that bring in their photos, and we do the same thing with it. You know, and it's great because then it's their personal photo. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe their view from their kitchen window of the mountain or something when they've moved house and don't get to see the mountain anymore.
Now, is there many other people doing the work that you're doing with the corrugated iron that you know of, or are you pretty unique?
No, well, not that I know of, and probably not to the same scale. We're a place of interest in the Fringe Garden Festival, so we're open for the whole 10 days with a festival showing the artwork. So that's a really busy 10 days with the fact we're still running the business as well as being open for the festival, but we get a lot of people that would have never come to a Sign Riders before. And then they see all the other stuff we do. Plus, during the festival, I also display my work up at Donna Busby's garden, Stanley, in Inglewood, and she's in the Rhodo Festival, so my work's on display up there as well. So yeah, I've taken it to a bigger scale probably than anybody else if they are doing it locally. And I'm also in the Art Society, so there's 2 exhibitions up at the Percy Thompson Gallery a year, so there's always my artwork in there as well.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So do we say Sharon artist or Sharon sign writer?
Probably just Sharon never sleeps.
Gosh. And she maintains no bags under her eyes at all. Isn't that amazing for someone that never sleeps? I think we need to go and have a look and get up close and personal with one or two of the interesting things around this this shed, and the rain is easing off.
Yeah, it is easing off.